Ever since chapter 1 of Black Clover, we've known about the presence of a demon inside of the Five Leaf Clover Grimoire. Though originally, it was a little bit more vague, and then, us seeing that very much it was its own sentient being and not a representation of Asta. But Asta has started communicating. We know that they talked during the Witch's Forest arc, and he's had that knowledge since that this being exists, but up until this point, it wasn't relevant to what he was doing. Like, right after Lich's Forest, we got to the Royal Magic Knight exams and then the entire chaos of the Resurrection arc. But now, it's not only time to have, like, his devil visited, but it's straight up important to the Heart Kingdom, who they're now interacting with. From Undine is just straight saying, like, oh yeah, we want the power of Asta's devil for our kingdom. So now I think is the most optimal time to have them communicate, to find out information about Asta's devil. Because if we're getting ready to gear up against Megicula and the devil of the Spade Kingdom, and anybody else possibly involved, we don't even know if they have more than one devil over there, but they're gonna need one of their own, and that being the main character's one that he's already talked to before. So why wouldn't he start to really think like, okay, now I have to get in communications with him, I have to figure out how I can talk to him, maybe use key sensing, maybe there's a known way that Undine is gonna have, being like, this is how you're able to communicate with them. I mean, we don't know the full extent of like how old she is, but we know from the length of the Heart Kingdom, she's at least 1,200 years old. So, she's probably got a lot of knowledge and information stocked up in her watery dome. So, the question is what are we going to get out of this? What is going to happen when Asta goes to talk to his devil? Because when he talked to him in the Witch's Forest arc, it was more of this kind of like freak event. Asta didn't really know what was going on. He was very confused over the whole situation. But here he knows that this devil is fully existent. And if he's going to talk to him, it'll be a much more, I think, drawn out conversation. Like maybe we'll actually get a name for the anti-magic devil. Maybe we'll get some explanation of like how he exactly, feels towards Asta. I still think that he's a nicer devil, that he's not malefic or aggressive, and that it's just people assume that because he looks terrifying. He's got his sharp teeth, horns, claws, and aggressively long, skinny limbs, and big old demonic wings. But he still seemed to be pretty friendly when he talked to Asta before. So the question from that is, what exactly is he going to be like when we see him? So I really hoping that's the case. It'll be such a nice turn from like, I think the comparison everyone's going to end up using, because there's still a bunch of people out there that think that Black Clover is just Naruto with wizards. You had Naruto and Kurama. Kurama hated Naruto for the longest time, and eventually, they started to get along. I'm hoping it's much more for Asta and the anti-magic devil, that Asta's freaking out. He's intimidated because this is the devil he's talking to. He doesn't know a lot about him, and he doesn't know like what exactly is up with this devil. But like, it'd be really cool if the anti-magic devil is constantly just being like, no, dude, I'm being serious. I'm not trying to trick you. I appreciate your efforts and whatnot. Maybe he has some affections towards him, seeing how hard Asta tries, and maybe he likes being a host of him. Asta a host of him. But that's a question coming up. But I feel like that needs to be addressed soon. Because it's not only like, oh, will Asta think about talking to his devil? It's straight up Undine. It's like, yeah, we need to get the power of your devil, so we need to figure something out. So I think, and I imagine that he is going to say, oh yeah, let me try and talk to him. Let me try and figure out the situation of what's going on between myself and that guy. Anyway, I wanted to keep this video rather short just because I want to get this idea going, because this is the best time for it. And it looks like the Diamond Kingdom is going to get pretty much absorbed by the Spade Kingdom, and the Heart Kingdom is going to team up with the Clover Kingdom. So the power and knowledge molded into the clover is not only going to be beneficial in terms of like, oh yeah, we can help them advance their magic, but this would be a nice step forward for Asta, getting him in contact with the devil and seeing what he can, push forward from that. Like maybe he could be like show him more ways to use anti-spells. Maybe he can help him with some of the powers of his swords that he doesn't know how to use. I don't know, but that is definitely something that I am looking forward to. I imagine most people are looking forward to. Other than that, comment below, tell me what you think about this, and tell me how you think this is gonna go. I'd really appreciate hearing what you guys have to say about this, because this is something that I very much have high hopes for, and the anti-magic devil I have a lot of interest in as a character, because there's more mystery surrounding him, not just to the readers or the people in the series. Like even as we saw with the word devil, the anti-magic devil was like shocking and appalling to him, because he seemed to know other devils. Like I imagine there's not a lot of them, they probably know each other, and so seeing a devil he didn't know seemed to freak him out. And other than that, really appreciate you thumbs up the video, from the like button, subscribe button, and check out my other videos. And I appreciate everyone who's already subscribed. Thank you all for listening. Bye.